Hello everyone, this is Own Wall Street from thetradersperspective.com, analyzing gold futures on the daily time frame. Now I already have put in my pre-set up trend lines. As you can see here, this red line right here represents the weekly downtrend line, and here we have a weekly uptrend line. And in between I have my areas of support or levels of perceived support. So what happened last week? Last week was a little bit of a disappointment, but not much so. I think that it's being a little bit overblown. We have gold trading at levels that are, consistent with, I believe it was 4 or 5 month highs. So we're definitely at the top end of the year's range. So from December, which we started out, below 1200 at 1130, and we've progressed all the way up into 1250, 1270 intraday high on Friday with the news of the Syria airfield strike. But let's focus on what's happening here with the price action within this little given area. So between 1246 and between 1262, I like to call it 1262. It all has to do with this 200-day period simple moving average right here, where prices have been pretty much pinned. We have a very big reversal here that occurred on Friday. Now, technically, as a candlestick, that's not a good sign. However, I don't see a lot of downside coming to gold, and I'll tell you why. I still have a bullish cross on my moving average. I have this 50 period simple moving average still continuing to climb. We have this moving average still continuing to climb. We have this moving average, which acts as support for the bulls in a trend or the bears in a trend, depending upon which way the prices are moving. And then we have the 200 period simple moving average here. So we have price basically pinned between these two levels, and then we had a pop above. I don't view that as necessarily too negative because of the fact that we are still in this tight range between, like I said, 1246 and around 1262. Given price did penetrate, 1270, I think 1272. Yeah, 1272 was the high. But that's not important. Price did close right at or slightly below the 200 period simple moving average. So that's technically what a lot of people are looking at right now. And it's definitely rightfully so. The main reason why I'm not concerned is because the trend for gold is still higher. I see some weakness developing in the dollar. You can take a look at my analysis on that, which I've also performed for this upcoming week. And the biggest reason why I'm not concerned is because we still have this 50 period simple moving average down here. So even if price had to take a break and wash out some of that overhead up here, that's what I like to call it, is just like a washout. Same thing here, you wash out and then you basically get some stronger holders, or not just traders or speculators. We actually have physical demand, and you have people that are looking for safety, and I believe that's what we're heading into right now. So people are trying to, this is what I believe is happening in the marketplace. Traders, investment houses, and even retail are beginning to say, you know what, maybe I should start taking some money off the table. And this is actually reflected in the major stock indexes. You can take a look at the Dow, S&P, the Nasdaq, the Russell, specifically the Russell. There is a lot of weakness. Just push up moving, a money flow indicator, and you'll see that there is a bearish divergence occurring. You can look at accumulation. You can also see that that's not adding up to the new highs. The relative strength index is also confirming a divergence. So the writing is on the wall. You just have to know how to interpret that and then how to trade on that. And that's basically what I do. I look for the inconsistencies, and then I put my money to work where I believe the greatest probability of a successful outcome will be. Otherwise, why would we waste any of our time, right? So back to gold. Between 1232 and between about 1262, I would expect possible chop. And by chop, I mean consolidation, shorts and bulls fighting it out. But look at the overall direction. I mean, we are clearly moving higher. We are just inevitably going to be breaking this line, in my honest opinion. Um, it's it's pretty clear to me that the trend is now higher. If you're looking at gold on a longer term view, such as the weekly chart, you can see that even on the weekly chart, we're above this 200 period moving average. So the only thing that's really holding us back right now is this 50 period simple moving average right here. So again, what do you see? We have a bullish cross here. We have a continuing of prices. We had price get ahead of itself, back in 2016, but that was the beginning of this. So that was the short covering led by fear. We had the Brexit situation, and then prices retraced down going into the elections, and then all of a sudden, prices have been creeping back up, correcting beautifully, and now we're running back into this weekly downtrend line again. So, what is it going to take to break this line? I have that question asked repeatedly. Just patience. If you're going to be trading this breakout and you want to get in now and in fear of missing out, then be prepared to sit tight for a week, maybe a few weeks. This is going to take some time, but the longer something takes to occur, the more powerful the ending result will be. So try to keep that in mind. So as far as what I'm looking at in gold this upcoming week, I would say that I'm going to be seeing some chop between 1262, 1270, possibly even 1240. But we're going to be looking at some sideways action as gold is going to try to make a push higher, in my honest opinion. But we'll just have to see what happens. I will be doing a follow-up video analysis on Wednesday. I'm going to be doing these videos bi-weekly, posting my videos on Sundays and on Wednesday evenings. So please subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, stop by the website. Be glad to answer any questions you may have and be of any help that I can be. This is Own Wall Street from thetradersperspective.com. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening.